Start. Alright. Ready. Set, go.
Wait, what?
What is up, everybody? We are back with more Nerd Tavern today. We are talking about the PlayStation 4 conference, Sony. So, let's get this out of the way. Sony, get your fucking technical difficulty problems fixed. If you're gonna do this, fix that.
My God, this was one of the biggest problems I had with this conference because literally, the beginning of the thing, no sound whatsoever,
That sounds like a you
then the
problem.
quality just dipped and dipped and dipped throughout the whole night.
And dip and
None of
dip
the
and
other
dip.
conferences had this issue, so why is it that Sony does? You
Well, if you
guys
watch it
really
on
need to start
YouTube,
testing your
PlayStation
shit
channel,
before you go
had
out
no
there
issues.
presenting, you dumb asses.
Yeah.
If you just watched it on YouTube, I had zero issues, and it was a
Yep,
10
they're
60
roasting
frames.
them.
And if you're
On my
wondering why I'm
phone,
so harsh right now,
LTE,
when I'm normally the guy who likes Sony, it's
he
because I
doesn't.
personally thought this conference was. But we'll get into that as we go through the
But,
podcast.
I'm just saying, what did I call? What the hell did I call? I said there wasn't gonna be Last of Us 2. Guess what there was none of?
The Last of Us 2.
I
In
called it.
fact, there's really not much of anything when you get down to the nitty gritty.
Alright. We'll get into the first game that you couldn't hear the sound for, alright? So, Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Now, if you just look at it from the gameplay standpoint, holy shit, this game looks badass.
Yeah, it looks good. I
It
do
looks
think it looks
fantastic.
good.
And you know what the best part is?
Just like some little expansion.
It's
What
it's
was
a
that part?
discounted game. It's $40 and I get it for I paid $80 for Uncharted 4 and this. And I got it for free.
Ooh,
Same.
bargain.
Yeah,
Yep, same
essentially.
here.
Bargain bin stuff.
Yeah, no, it kind of almost looks better than Uncharted 4's graphics by like a skosh. Yeah, the game looks way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of like we just throwing shit together
Yeah,
to
I
make some
initially thought it
money.
was just gonna be some random DLC slapped on and that's that, but no. I guess it's gonna be
Like
a
this
full
basically
game.
looks like a full, yeah, it looks almost like a full Uncharted game. It's a
Sorry,
strong start
female
to the
lead, by the
conference.
way.
See, and that's all about equal rights.
Yeah, Chloe.
Exactly.
Chloe's my favorite side character throughout the Uncharted series, and I'm so excited they picked her to do this.
Yeah, I'm really digging what they're gonna do with her, cause I've always been a fan of Chloe.
Alright. Now, Steven, you're probably the only person that can really talk about this because you're the only one who's beaten the game. I'm only like an hour into the game. Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Winds. Now, I don't want to put you on the spot. Can this game beat Zelda for Game of the Year?
It's
No.
not a game, it's a DLC.
Like the DLC or the Horizon the game?
Horizon, the game itself.
No. Zelda is like this once in a blue moon, like it's beyond masterpiece. Like it's a game where like if you don't play it, you hate yourself. You're an effing idiot. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my life. Most games I kind of play and I'm just kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool. With Zelda, I legit had a smile on my face most of the time.
Alright,
It's truly
but are you
exceptional.
hyped for The Frozen Winds?
Oh, of course. Horizon Zero Dawn is an exceptional game as well. It's just not as good as Zelda. That
Is it
game
the-
is like
Is it in the top 3 best PlayStation 4 exclusives right now?
it is the best PlayStation 4 exclusive. Period. It's better than Uncharted 4, and I am like the biggest Naughty Dog fanboy. If you have a PlayStation, you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, gruels, you need to get off your ass and start playing some good games and stop playing crappy Alan Wake. Done and done. Drop the mic. We done.
Or play,
Nah.
or play Persona 5, because that's also a really
No.
damn good game.
Not as good as Horizon.
Now,
Persona 5, GOAT.
this was my personal game of the Sony show. Days fucking gone. Every time I see this game, I get more and more excited. This game looks fucking incredible.
Which game?
Days Gone.
The zombie game.
Oh,
Yeah.
eh,
This game looks
doesn't
really
really
unique
interest me.
because initially, when you think of horror games, especially modern ones, you think of those soldier-like characters like Chris Redfield or Isaac. But here we have a guy who's just a normal guy. Your goal isn't to kill zombies; it's to pretty much run away from them, I guess. And you do it in all these creative ways. You use bear traps, you use noises, stuff like that. It looks like it's going to be a really creative game.
Yeah, this game and I guess he was trying to take down another gang of some sorts, but this just and you see like the zombies like clumped together. Like this game, it now everybody can say, "Oh, this is gonna be another boring ass zombie game." Now I get it. We've had the zombie. Okay, I'm gonna go slay like 2,000 zombies. This isn't your traditional zombie game, people. This is running away from them. They're like, "Fuck those things. We don't want to fuck with that."
Yeah, I'm pretty much over zombies for like the next decade. And this game I'm not super hyped on, but the graphics are like incredible. Sam Witwer, who's the actor who plays the main characters from The Force Unleashed, he's super talented. And again, I can kind of get over zombies when it looks like they're telling a comparative, like a very like competent narrative. Sony always kills it with story, and like I can overcome like bad gameplay if the story's good. And this looks like
This looks like what?
I'm hearing some. I don't know. Can y'all hear that?
I can't.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Anyway, continue, Steven, if you can.
Gene, if that's you,
Hey, Gene.
please stop.
Mute yourself.
Grassy ass.
You might need to edit that, but who cares? Whatever. But it looks like the Last of Us gameplay, except a little bit better, honestly. When they were like when you
Yeah, it's
stopped
actually-
walking, and I was like, this is Last of Us. They literally like
That's what I
took
was
it. They made it
saying,
open
and Tyler-
world.
That's what I was saying. It's hard to disagree with me. I thought
Really?
This
Oh, I
totally
thought
gave
I
me a
was
Last of Us vibe.
No, because
Yeah, it
no
looked
joke.
like-
So I'm playing through The Last of Us now, mostly to get it off my hard drive, but just to say like because everyone's like this game's a fucking masterpiece, and I'm still not there yet.
The story's a masterpiece. The gameplay's a little rough in some spots.
But because
yeah.
this is I know this is completely off track. My biggest problem right now with Last of Us, these stealth sections that you have to move your right stick, like you can't move. The right stick has to be like only a little bit moved up, otherwise you get fucking caught by all the other clickers. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then once you get, it's a one-hit kill by a fucking clicker, and I'm like, okay.
Dude,
You don't
gotta
even get a
have
chance to
shivs.
fight
Do you
out.
not have shivs? You
But
don't have
that's,
shivs?
that's what
Yeah,
makes
you
The Last
no
of Us
no no no
challenging.
no. I have shivs, but there's an up. You have to get the upgrade, and you have to have like 75 pills to get the upgrade to get out of that.
I never had that issue with the game. I was able to move pretty fast around the clickers, not like run because you're gonna get caught.
Mhm.
But I never felt like I was having to like take 10 minutes to get through an area.
And
You
yes,
just have to kinda- I
I
don't
did
know.
die. I mean, I did
Oh, yeah, I
die
definitely
quite a
died.
bit, but I wasn't frustrated.
I
No.
was I'm not necessarily frustrated that I'm dying. I'm more than frustrated that I killed nearly everybody and have two enemies left. I get killed and then I have to start all the way back. And because of how slow it makes you, it's so monotonous. You can't just say, "Oh, I know I fucked up."
Like the worst clickers by far are the ones that insta kill you, and I assume it's the ones with the giant mushroom-looking heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can.
That's
Kill
That's the
them
one that always kills
quite
me.
quickly.
Yeah, you can stun them if you hit them, and then obviously if you just throw something, like if you stop moving and then throw something into another direction, they like instantly will distract and like go away from you if they're like chasing you or whatever.
Yeah, but Days Gone just looks more interesting to me. I highly.
It's
This
impressive.
is this game I'm so excited for. One of my most
looks
anticipated
like-
games right now. This is my most anticipated Sony game right now. There's nothing else that I'm like I want.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, wow, really?
That like I will say it is pretty impressive when you see like 60 zombies like bum rushing like an enemy camp or something. Like That's a lot of technical like achievement there for how that looks and stuff. That's a lot of people on screen moving at once.
But I guess we'll go ahead and move on. Because if Days Gone was not here, this was going to be my game of this particular show. And I do want to let people know this is coming to Xbox One the same day, but it's coming to PC at a later date. Monster Hunter World. This game looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Heck yeah.
It looked really good. It looked really great.
Yeah, it's coming to Xbox, so
Like,
you need to get it.
it's weird because we initially did not know what game it was. We were thinking, okay,
Well,
it's dinosaurs,
here's the
it's probably
thing.
gonna be Turok.
Well, I would have guessed Monster Hunter
It's not
Goose. Just the
Turok.
guy fucked with everybody, saying this is a cult classic favorite.
Yeah, I mean, Monster Hunter is extremely popular, but like, cult classic means it's like not
I mean,
widely
it's-
popu'd It's
But
like,
it's still got a following.
yeah,
Oh, it's huge in
Monster
Japan.
Hunter is pretty like I'd say. I don't
Every
know, I just
time
wouldn't use it to
Nintendo-
describe it.
I've worked 2 Monster Hunter game launches when I worked at GameStop. People bought the fuck out of it.
Yeah, like it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna do much for Xbox because Xbox is so American. But like Sony will just like sell like hotcakes in Japan now, in Europe.
But the reason I don't think this is not coming to the Switch though, mostly because Monster Hunter XX is coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
And
it
only
was
the
kinda
Switch.
Funny seeing XX, which looks like a PS3 game, maybe. And then you see like how this looks, and you're like, "Whoa, look!" And Nintendo looking kind of dumb with their choice.
Yeah. All right. Monster Hunter would have been my game of show if it was not Days Gone. Anyone else got anything
Matthew.
to say before I move on?
Matthew, did Monster Hunter like get you alive at all during the conference?
Why would it?
Damn.
Wow.
I was more
Is-
excited
is
about
that-
Days Gone, honestly.
What?
I don't give a shit about Monster Hunter.
Tyler, you need to preach this man later.
What?
You need to like stop. It's
Do you
time
want
to
to burn
stop.
me?
Wait,
Tyler,
Matthew, did you say
Matthew
you were
just
not
said-
hyped for Days Gone?
I'm
Zero
not
was
hyped
hype for
about
Monster
Hunter.
Oh, okay. Then I guess that, but I'm buying that game, Matthew.
You're playing it with us, Matthew.
Yeah.
And so
Monster
is
Hunter
Yuki.
isn't multi-platform. What are you talking?
Yes, yeah, it is. It's on Xbox.
Yeah, it is.
that one will be.
It is. Well,
Yes.
Matthew gets insta hyped.
no,
It's
Monster Hunter World.
So let's
You
move
know,
on.
one thing
Cheese
that
playing
actually
with us,
surprised
too.
me about the conference, or are we just like going on from this?
Well, we're talking about each game in the conference.
All right,
Yeah.
then go on. Move on.
All right. Now, Gluz is about to blow his load, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and let him take it. All right, Shadow Colossus. And this is confirmed. It's a full-fledged remake of Shadow Colossus.
You know, I get it.
Here we go.
Shadow of the Colossus is one of the
Here
most
we go.
beloved games to ever grace gaming back around 2005. But why on earth would you go ahead and remake it again? Was it because of the fact The Last Guardian was a major flop and that we needed to go ahead and fix it by
Nah.
porting a good game onto the system?
No.
I know exactly what it is. They know they're never gonna release Final Fantasy VII Remake, so they're using this to be like, whoops,
Well,
never gonna
more
release that
likely.
other game.
I mean, I'm glad that people who have never experienced Shadow of the Colossus on either PS2 or PS3 will get to play it on PS4, but I don't know, I don't know how it's gonna play. I mean, it looks prettier, but is it using the same PS2 skeletons? Is it basically the same game except it's just got a prettier paint job? I mean, will it have smoother controls? Like, I have a lot of questions about it right now because all I see was it looks like a major overhaul of the original game.
I think it's
And
gonna
right,
be like what Crash Bandicoot Collection is coming out like in like this month. It's like a complete like rebuild from the ground up.
everybody needs to get hyped for that Crash Bandicoot. If you ain't hyped for that Crash Bandicoot, you ain't a real Sony fan. You don't need to be owning the
I mean,
console.
I
That's
love
right,
Shadow.
rules.
I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's just that I just hope it's not overpriced. Sometimes they will be.
It's gonna be
It'll be-
$80. First ever
it's-
game to be
If it's a
$80
remake,
on launch.
then if it's a
It's
remake,
$60.
if it's a remake, I'm not entirely sure it's a remake though, because it looks a lot, pretty much like
It's confirmed.
It's the same thing.
Rules. It's
Dude, the
confirmed.
graphics were like on such a different level. It's not even funny.
yeah, yeah. Guess what I was predicting too when I was watching the conference, and I guess I was right. So we'll just see how it goes. I would like to see more of it, see the improvements, because Shadow the original game had a lot of issues,
Like what?
particularly in the traveling department.
The horse was fine.
No, I mean like getting to the Colossus was seriously the most boring thing in the entire game.
You really
Alright.
just don't like.
And I also just want to put this out there. No Tavern does not support the fucking bestiality with these rock monsters. It's a repulsive thing.
Oh, fuck off.
I do not. No Tavern does not support this. None of us support this, except I guess Ghouls, because he loves the game.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
He loves bestiality,
What game is this?
especially when it's Colossus's.
Bestiality of the Colossus. It was my dumb game that I made up because Ghouls wouldn't shut up about how great it was, so I called it Bestiality of the Colossus and said the
Background
rock
one.
monsters fucked.
During that one
Okay,
time when
okay.
I first
Whoa.
watched the VGA
Tyler.
Awards.
Tyler, you said Gruels is like the biggest Shadow of the Colossus fan, but like before the podcast, he said it didn't even deserve to be on the main stage. Gruels, you hypocrite
Didn't.
son of a.
I originally thought it was just gonna be a polished version of the original game, but now that's a remaster. I'm like, not remaster, remake. I'm like, okay, but show me more. Show me more. Show me more than just a couple clips of Wanderer fighting Colossi.
That's probably all it is. It's probably like it's just like a paint job
Alright,
with
so
photo mode. I bet they have. Photo mode.
they had a lot of VR stuff. The people that did Until Dawn is making a VR game, but it's not saying
looks
what
good.
the name was.
This is easy for me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, look at that. I don't care. VR is not my thing.
I thought all the VR games looked really cool, especially that mouse game. That looked pretty fun.
I'm not gonna name off all of these. The two that they just have listed is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR. Piece of shit. Don't buy it.
Why would you buy the
Also,
same damn game 500
Elder
times?
Scrolls Skyrim is a piece of shit. Don't buy it.
There you go,
Thank
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
Also,
Cohen
Elder
clutch right there.
Scrolls, in general. Don't
Jeffrey
buy it.
nailing it on the head there.
Jeffrey
don't buy
Mid is the most
Oblivion.
right here.
Oblivion sucked. Skyrim is
Skyrim.
actually decent if you get behind
No,
all
it's
the bad.
If you
glitches
just
and
want a
stuff.
Todd Howard
Also,
game,
that
stick to
shitty
Fallout
card game
3.
that Notch made, Scrolls, don't buy it.
Now, I'm gonna just say this. We're gonna talk about the big game. The big
See,
game
it's
that
funny
stole the
because
show,
Bethesda
everybody.
sued them. You get it? Do you get it? It's
I
funny.
couldn't. Oh, well,
God
I'm
of-
too
God of
busy
War?
just looking at this next big game. The game that stole the show, everybody. Final Fantasy 15 Monster of the Deep.
Oh yes.
This
Oh, dude,
had-
you can
this should not
you
have
can
had
finally
any
fish
screen
with
time.
the boys. You can
None of
finally
this
fish
shit
with the boys, everyone.
Good.
This should not have any screen time. I don't care.
It looks
I
so
don't
good.
give a shit.
Gruels, did you play Final Fantasy 15? Because the fishing was incredible.
No,
I
he
don't
hasn't.
care.
But he's got.
Gruels
Give a
hasn't played
shit.
Final Fantasy 15? Gruels,
No.
you ain't a true Japanese fan. Don't even. I don't want to hear nothing about Gundam. Nothing. You hate Japan. You hate it. You hate them.
Oh, whatever.
He
I
does.
just don't care for this fishing game.
And-
It looks like shit, so I'm not gonna bother.
Just talking about Final Fantasy 15, episode Gladius is coming out this month, as well as they are making the, oh my goodness, it's going to be so great. They are making the regalia a monster truck, and you can drive it anywhere now. You're no longer condoned to the roads.
It's a done deal. This is one of the
Which
best Final Fantasies of all time. Better
makes
than
me
6
wonder
at
why
this
they
point.
didn't add that shit in the game in the first place.
It's a free update, Grooves.
Girls, this is
Whatever.
becoming better than Final Fantasy 6.
Gruel, man, Gruel's always. Is it Gruel's gimmick like to get fucking corrected and then he feels dumb?
He's becoming the Amara
Whatever.
Pierce of our show.
All right, now
Fall 5 confirmed.
Hell yeah, it is.
now, Steven, you can go ahead and grab the lotion. All right, God of War.
Oh. It looks incredible. And the fact that they confirmed after the show that it was running on a normal PS4 and it looks that good, I don't even know if Sony needs an Xbox One X. When they make games, they look this good. It's no contest.
Does
God of War is some of the best mechanically games there are.
does the lotion
This
like?
looks
Is there
radically
enough
different.
lotion for you right now?
Hey, can we call Roland real quick? I might need to borrow some of his lotion.
Dude, God of War fucking looks amazing. And then they had fucking Jormungand in the end. Hell yeah. Like,
This looks radically different from the previous 3 games I played.
they also had Fenrir, I think, too, which was also hype. Tyler gonna quit the
Because
game
it-
when you have to kill Fenrir, though.
Because it looks like it's gonna be a lot slower, a lot more slow paced than the trilogy. In the trilogy, it was pretty fast. It was pretty hectic. It was also pretty brutal. But here, it's very interesting and very new. I'm kind of curious where they're going with this direction because it feels like a completely different game, if you ask me.
I kind of like it. After 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean,
At
he
least
doesn't
6.
have the
Yeah.
iconic blaze that he's always had. He's now using an axe. He's got a goat beard. He's got
The
this
beard
little
is
kid
hype.
with him.
Yeah,
I'm
the beard
asking y'all.
makes him look
Really
more
different.
badass.
Does Kratos die in God of War?
Which one?
This one.
No.
Nah.
I think
Oh, they
this is
They're
the
killing-
gonna
start of,
make
like,
at
a new
least
trilogy.
another game out of this afterwards.
Yeah, I think
If
this
this-
is the start of a trilogy.
if
Unless,
you-
like, they pass
If you're
on
calling
to
it a
his son.
trilogy, does he die in the trilogy then? And then you're gonna play as his son throughout future games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say.
It depends on
say
what the identity. It
Maybe
depends on who his son is.
it's how, like, well received his son is, you know? I think they're gonna test the waters. And then, like,
Kind of like Locke in Halo 5, but then like they figured out that Locke was the better character than Master Chief. So
'Cause he is.
yeah, no, I think this game looks great. I like that there's an even bigger push on story, which the God of War stories were good, but they were kind of simple. This looks like they're trying, like, again, like, people might not like the gameplay of Last of Us, but it, like, literally is, like, influencing industry, because this looks like Last of Us in terms of storytelling, yet again.
They love that,
Except they
like,
squash,
they like the childs
they
now.
do. Yeah, they all about the children. Some people are calling it Dad of War on the Twitters, that's all I'm saying.
Alright,
Matthew, how'd you feel about God of War?
oh, damn. The silence says
he's
it all.
asleep, boys. He's asleep.
Oh my gosh, it's only 11:47.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he
Okay.
wouldn't.
Okay, there we go.
He's alive again.
okay.
He heard God of War in his sleep and was like, fuck, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say. Just like, yeah. Okay.
You heard it here, folk. You heard it here,
What
folk.
happened?
Sometimes
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if Matthew even likes video games.
He likes that Evil Within
He's
2. The
just
minute
not
I buy that
so
Evil Within
funny
2,
sound.
he's gonna be all about it, and I'm gonna beat like the second mission, and he's gonna be like, I already beat it. I'm playing through it on the hardest difficulty now. 7 out of
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, it's always 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Who's naked toast?
Tyler, why didn't you want to hang out with me, dude?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. We invited you, we
Moving on.
invited you, told you everywhere fucking to go, and you just didn't show up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. You asked where to go and
Moving
what
on.
time, and
Yeah.
then we fucking told you, and then you just didn't fucking go.
In
Tyler,
case
this
y'all,
podcast.
yeah, like Sean,
Oh my
Sean did not
God.
want to hang out with me, but we got to move on.
Sean,
Detroit
whatever.
Become Human, another stellar exclusive here, but
And
only coming in
taking place in
2018.
my home state. Yay!
Wait,
Yay,
Ghouls.
Yeah, it didn't look that
Wait,
great.
go. Wait, Ghouls. Now it's your home state again.
Whatever.
Which game are we talking about? COD?
Oh wait, they're not even showing COD on this thing yet.
Puppy chulo.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't care though. It's COD.
Ooh.
Looks like it's gonna be great.
I think
What
the
was
new
that?
COD looks really good. Like, this is a big step in the right direction, but I am kind of tired of COD in general.
Then let's get back on that original subject. Detroit Become Human.
Money. Just like, it's a masterpiece.
Is this Sony's big exclusive? Are you guys banking that this could be the big game heading next year? That and Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man is by far their biggest game next year. Like, nothing's going to top that just because it's freaking Spider-Man. But Detroit Become Human is something that will probably be a Game of the Year contender when all is said and done.
Almost definitely. I mean, I've seen from the look of it, it looks like it's gonna be a really interesting game. I mean, take iRobot, that movie where the robots rebel, that has Will Smith.
Yeah, with Will Smith
Make it a video
and
game,
Shia LaBeouf.
and you get this, and I'm really digging it. I'm probably gonna check it out when it comes out. Not because it takes place in Michigan, but because it just looks really damn interesting.
I'm really
Yeah,
digging
no,
it.
I agree. It looks like it has heavy ratings, like quality storytelling. but
I
has,
thought
like,
it was
better-
awesome
better
since
gameplay.
last year.
Yeah, it looks really good. This is like
Although
one of
they've
those areas
changed
where like
it a lot.
Xbox doesn't really have anything to like compete against anything like this, because most of Xbox games are kind of very multiplayer focused, and so I think this speaks to a big audience on PlayStation.
But all right, I think Detroit was the third best game on this conference. It
Second
looks
for me.
hype as hell.
Oh,
And I'm playing
man.
through Heavy Rain right now
It's like
on the
top tier.
PS4. Quality game, quality product. Now,
Did you record it, man?
because my PlayStation's in my living room, and I don't feel like grabbing a laptop to record it, I could do a second part to my comedy video. But, alright, Steven, I'm going to let you handle this because you guys know my Destiny. It's Destiny 2. You guys know my stance is a piece of shit. Probably going to be a piece of shit. I hate you. Hope you die.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah,
I'll give it a
this Tyler, you've been saying for a while, what's the motivation of the enemy? They showed you in that trailer. He told you exactly why he's doing what he's doing. And so I feel like I'm not saying it's gonna be a masterpiece. It
But
does
that's a
look
master-
a lot.
Wouldn't
Go
that be
ahead.
massive spoilers then? Putting in a trailer?
No, that's like the beginning of the game. Like that's the opening of the game, basically. He tells you why he's doing what he's doing, and then the point of the game is you getting your powers back to beat him, and prove that you're the one who deserves to be
Oh,
the
wow,
chosen
this little
race.
whiny bitch who's crying because he didn't get the light. Oh, what heart-wrenching evil villain.
Dude, he kicked your ass. Did you see him? He like kicked you off the building. Like, get out of here, bitch.
If he kicks my
This is
ass, I would
Sparta
imply
style.
that I played Destiny.
Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. We'll see if it has staying power. I could see with this packed fall, it could fall off pretty quick. But it does look
My
like across
issue-
the board they've made everything better from a gameplay perspective, and a story perspective. So we'll see.
But my issue is that there's no new classes. There's still the same three.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like the same game, but they have new powers. Like they've got 3 new like
So
subclasses.
why not make it like Warframe and just put Destiny 2 onto Destiny 1 as an expansion, a free expansion, by the way.
So I'm confused. What about Warframe?
He wants to make Destiny into Warframe and say that this Destiny 2 is an expansion for
Warframe
free.
has nobody playing that. Nobody plays Warframe.
Oh, don't you trigger Matt like that.
Matthew, now you
Well,
triggered Matthew. Matthew's gonna get
There-
heated.
Well, I'm
Thousands of
glad
fucking
he's
players.
awake finally.
Nah,
I
you
played
just
Warframe.
triggered
I was
Matt.
unimpressed.
Fuck you.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say it.
Rage quit.
Epic.
But Warframe is like it was great for a launch game when Sony had like nothing on the console at all. But it like no one gives a shit about it nowadays. Like nobody cares.
Oh my God, you're lucky Matthew did not hear you say those words.
He's about to quit again.
I'm just saying, I mean, there's Destiny. The original Destiny was supposed to be this huge game, right? Supposed to be this big blockbuster hit, this thing that was going to change the industry, and it didn't really do that.
The first one. No, I think it changed the industry because look, now everyone's trying to do like their version of the team thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
and
literally
some of
what
them did it
Anthem
better
is.
than Destiny,
Which game?
and some of them did it better than Destiny. Case in point, Warframe. I
Oh,
like the way Warframe did it.
Well, not.
I don't like the
team-based.
microtransactions though.
That's
Oh,
all.
yeah,
That's
the
all
microtransactions
Warframe is
Warframe.
microtransactions.
That's because of the free beta. It's still in fucking beta.
but how long is
Yeah.
it really in beta here?
Yeah, like at a certain point you got
It's
to
been in
get off the
beta
pod.
since 2010.
That
Yeah,
no, it's not in
that's
beta
okay.
any. I can't. You don't need a beta for 7 years. It's a full game.
Ridiculous.
It still counts as a beta though.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But they're still giving people free content. Holly jolly, that's good for them. But now, PlayStation came out and said, we got one more thing. It was the Spider-Man. And Tony Stark was nowhere to be found. It's great.
The Spider-Man movie we wanted.
Yeah, so this is, to my knowledge, this is basically a different Spider-Man story from all the others. And we got some gameplay today. And it looked very Arkhamish.
And Ghouls,
I don't know why you made that sound
no
like that's a
joke.
bad thing.
The longer this demo went, the more sad he got.
Why? I thought it. Like the more it went on, I was like, "This looks incredible." Like the whole.
Yeah, I
game's
was
gonna be this
sad
good.
because I thought they were going to do something interesting and not go for the whole Arkham stuff, but they went with the whole Arkham stuff, and I just got sad.
I like that. I don't
Yeah,
even
the
care.
Arkham
I think
games
it
is
looks
some of the
cool.
best combat in video games.
But I'm just
The Arkham
saying, though,
combat.
my only
saying,
hope.
Marvel the type of guy to steal games from DC.
My only hope is
Shut
it feels
up.
more fluent.
And I thought the graphics were sick. Like I was thinking, like, oh, is this gonna be just levels? You can't swing around the city, but then like he sort of swing around the city, and the graphics were still that good. I was like, wow, this is impressive.
I didn't really have a problem with this. I think it looks good. I don't think this was. I don't believe this out of like, I guess everyone out of like a form of a mic drop. This could have been one of the worst mic drops.
Really interesting. 'Cause
Here's my thing: is that my game of the show, even though it was a shitty mic drop, I still am fucking amazingly hyped for that game.
Which one?
Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Anthem. I don't care if that was a very shitty mic drop. But oh
It's
my
still-
god, that,
yeah, it's one of the best games shown from E3. Without a doubt, it's one of the best things. But like, what is that? Your mic drop should be like, this is why you play on this console. And like, they did that mic drop, and you're like, well, that's great. It's gonna be on PlayStation and on PC. So this did shit for Xbox.
yeah,
At least
I
with
agree
Sony,
with
they were
that.
like, this is
But
a true exclusive. Boom.
but
Not
but
even
I
on
am
PC.
gonna say this. I can play this. I can play a game very fucking similar to this. Very fucking similar. in Batman.
It's called Shadow of
And
War.
yeah, Shadow of War as well. Shadow of War. Oh my God, that game looks incredible too. But that's a time for a different day.
Yeah, but this is Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So
Spider-Man
it all boils down
is.
to how good a story is.
Yeah, dude,
I don't know.
This is gonna be a megaton game because of the name alone. Plus,
I don't.
it's got a great developer behind it.
It does have a great developer behind it. I like the suit a lot. I liked the combat looked like it. I can definitely see they just said, guys, let's make the best fucking Arkham clone we could. The only thing that I legit had a problem with is the wall running. The wall running just looked dumb and clumsy.
That was all.
I don't
in
even
the-
know why. It makes sense
On the
though. You gotta
PS2
have
Spider-Man game,
speedy.
that was all there.
Yes, the Spider-Man 2 on PS2 did this as well, and it was all speedy and whatnot.
The combat.
Yeah,
was
I'm not
very
having a
similar to-
problem with it. I just kind of find it a little dumb. Like, you're not gonna, especially with this being Marvel's Spider-Man, and they're kind of gonna somewhat want this to be like, oh, you can see like Spider-Man Homecoming, blah blah blah. Do you think in Spider-Man Homecoming he's gonna run up the side of a fucking building or run the side of a building?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably at some point.
Bullshit. He will climb the building. That is it.
Unless he's getting attacked by bombs,
It's true.
tentacles, or whatever the villain is going to be.
It's true. All of it.
Well,
But the
actually,
combat
I don't know why
is
we're
very
talking about a
similar to
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
movie because it's not a Spider-Man movie, but the Tony Stark Iron Man 4.
Iron Man 4 featuring Spider-Man. Yeah, that's my favorite movie of this year. Yeah, Tyler, you should be all about this because you know what they just. Wonder
They
Woman
just-
is one of those movies.
Damn truth.
Wonder Woman was so good.
Put the gauntlets together. All right. Put your final verdicts together, everybody.
Four.
Whoa!
3.5.
Oh my
I didn't
God!
care for the V. I didn't care
Girls,
for the
just sell your
VR.
PlayStation. I don't want to hear it ever again.
I didn't care for the VR shit. The stream was so atrocious. I couldn't even feel
Watch it
hype for
on
anything they're showing.
YouTube.
My first experience, I'll never get back. So shut it.
Shit!
watch
Down
YouTube.
at the beginning was
I had zero issues.
horrendous, and the games themselves, there weren't that many, big stuff going on.
Dude,
I'll
they
give
had
Microsoft
more
this.
big AAA games than Microsoft showed, and they were
He-
exclusives.
I just want this to be known, guys. Out of everybody that we have rated, he is right now giving Microsoft the best. Best conference right now is Microsoft to him. This is unprecedented in the world of
This
gaming.
is.
True.
Dude, what did he
Because-
give the What did he give the PC conference? 10 out of 10. Not enough lotion.
I didn't watch it. I didn't bother.
10 out of 10, not enough lotion. Yes.
It's just, I don't know. It's just something about this conference that I just felt disappointed. I just felt disappointed about it, by the presentation. I mean, I mean, they had this Indian music going and for Uncharted,
He
and
hates
like,
Indians,
okay, that's cool,
confirmed.
but
No,
But
you're
that
such a
got really-
bigot.
Dude, he's gonna love Assassin's Creed.
that
Oh
got
wait,
really
nope. I'm fucking. I'm insensitive. I gotta go to PC training 101 again.
it's just, I don't know. There's something about this conference that rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, it has
Dude,
some good
if
games.
the Twitch
It has
stream
some
was
good mic
messed up,
drops.
why didn't you turn it off and go to YouTube immediately?
Well, simple. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't care.
Because I
See,
thought
you-
it was
you
just.
wanted to
I,
bitch the bitch.
I didn't think it was Twitch. I thought it was Sony. Fucking everything.
No,
up.
because I watched it. There was no issues on YouTube. I immediately pulled it up. There was no lag. It was fine.
I didn't go with the YouTube route because everyone kept saying that YouTube's bad for streaming, so I just figured I'd just stream on Twitch.
it
And
was
my
perfectly
God,
fine.
it was unbearable.
Well,
It's just my first time. I'm never getting back. That's why I'm rating it so low, because it was so
Damn.
unbearable to watch.
Steven, give me that. Can you save? Can you save it?
Well, I can't save the average because Gruels is being like a little bitch about it.
I can't. That's an hour of stuttering and bullshit. I'm not getting back.
Dude, that's your fault for not like. Let me just check YouTube real quick. Like that's your
Dude.
fault.
Steven
Who
gets
checks
so
YouTube,
triggered.
Though YouTube is a shittier like fucking streaming service.
Well, at least you can archive better on YouTube. Twitch is kind of weird about the archive system. And it's you can't search for it. I don't know. I like YouTube's curating better, but what they're doing to content creators is atrocious. But that's a different topic. I'll give Sony an 8 out of 10. The only thing, it would have been a 9, but there was a lack of originality. Like a lot of the games they showed, we saw last year, we just saw better versions of it, and we had most of them had release dates. Spider-Man was big hype because we actually finally saw gameplay. That was really good. But there really wasn't any major surprises exclusive-wise. I think the only two games, well, Shadow of the Colossus, but like that, it's really cool. But like, you know, they
Shadow
didn't get
Colossus,
Final
Shadow
Fantasy VII
Colossus,
first.
though.
Yeah, it's just I'm kind of like I've played it 3 times now. Like I don't really need it again. If they had like brought out the Sucker Punch game that they're working on, that we still don't know what that is, like that would have been hype because we don't even know what.
Which
they're
is
doing.
why I was so disappointed by this conference. There's really nothing besides stuff we already know. We already knew about Spider-Man. We already knew about God of War. There were only a few surprises. There was
What were the big
Monster
surprises at Xbox?
Yeah,
The State of Decay was
but guess
there.
what?
It was
There's actually
there.
more.
Forza, of
Here's the-
course.
There were more surprises.
Guys, you're
That's
getting
sad
too
that there were more
fanboyish here.
surprises.
Let's get
There
to
were more
Jeffrey.
surprises.
Alright. So the sound issues were everywhere. I'm gonna, I guess, not count the fucking, like, lag issues, because apparently it wasn't everywhere, it was only Twitch. They had a lot of good games. Like, ones that I would really like if I was a, PlayStation player. And then some that kind of, like, were eh, and then there were a couple that disappointed me. Like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So
Oh, I
I'm gonna
forgot to
rate
talk
it
about that
a
game.
solid.
Oh,
6.
that game was not on here.
Solid
but-
6.
Damn.
So
So
we knew about
he
that game
said-
too, so it didn't really matter.
He said it was a solid 6 inches, so we're pretty good still.
all right. So here's my problems with this conference. All right. Number one, there was no big mic drop in my opinion. So Spider-Man's cool and all, but we already knew about it. It had that Microsoft symptom of there was no big surprises. We saw cool gameplay across every conference this year. I don't know about Nintendo yet, but we saw cool gameplay. But actually, there was. I can say this without actually a shadow of a doubt. I do know the best conference. That was Devolver Digital. Knocked it out of the park. Would do Crystal Meth again.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it.
I'll link it. It's finally for real out, not in some weird language.
But for Sony, here's a lot of the games are coming out in 2018, and they are relying on Knack 2, which by all means clear the way for Knack 2. It's a done deal. It's Game of the Year. I don't know why we're having an awards show this year. It
So
should
they
just
can
be
crown
called the
Knack
Knack
2, of
Awards.
course.
And I just want this to be known. I was there live. I'm going to tell my children where I was when Knack 2 was announced. I'm going to tell my grandchildren
I know.
where I
The
was.
biggest regret of my life is not going to be tuning into the pre-show, because now I miss Knack 2.
Yeah, that is crazy that they showed off 3 Sony exclusive games that are like in the AA. Knack 2 is probably AAA, but like Everybody's Golf and Matterfall are like solid AA games. I'm surprised they weren't on just the conference.
Well, hold on, Steve.
Kind of
You
weird.
said
They
Knack
showed,
2 was triple A. Knack 2 is in a league of its own. It's called quadruple A.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Tyler
Rules,
gets
you
it.
have to agree. You have to agree if you want to be a PlayStation fan. Kick him off the
Sure.
podcast.
Knack just too good.
Oh, he's back in, baby. He's back. He got his card back. He's official again. Sony fanboy.
boys.
In
I
my
mean,
ass.
when I'm not a Sony fanboy, I'm a Knack fanboy.
But I'm pre-ordering the collector's edition. I'm pre-ordering the $1 million edition if there's one. Just give me Knack. That's all I need.
Oh hell yeah, the
Matthew, are you
just
playing
like
that?
Saints Row 4 $1 million edition.
Yeah. But all right, so they're relying on Knack 2, Gran Turismo Sport, Nino
Uncharted.
Kuni 2. There's something else that I'm missing.
Undertale.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah. Now Uncharted's good. It's gonna be good as hell. I can't even deny it. Like that's gonna be like a PS4 game. I don't usually do this. So I download it and I'm gonna just be playing that. No one can stop me. It's Uncharted. It's a masterpiece.
Damn.
So
Oh,
And-
when you get called out.
Oh my god, he just ended your career. You gonna take that?
Who
Oh
said
my
what?
God, he has a family.
Are you gonna take that?
I don't know.
He
I
just
have.
fucking roasted you.
I don't know what happened because I have Matthew, Huchin, and Roland muted.
Damn, he call you a bitch. He can't fucking hear you. You fucking ask why like he can hear you. What a dumbass.
Okay.
Okay, I think we should wrap this up before we
Yeah.
go on to a weird diatribe.
Yeah, so I'm giving the Sony conference a 7 out of 10. And even looking back on it, it's up to par with Microsoft. There's still, to me, not a clear-cut winner on who had the best conference.
I still think it was Ubisoft because at least I was surprised.
Mm.
At least it was stuff like I was like,
the only reason
what?
why I'll be real here. The only reason why I'm so bitter and the reason why I'm giving it so low is because of how abysmal their Twitch service was.
See,
Yeah,
that's all it
that's
is.
from my-
If the audio is working, he would have been pulling the lotion out. It's ridiculous.
Not
Pull
really.
the lotion
'cause
out.
I wasn't
But
really-
anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for joining us throughout this week for our E3 coverage. Check out Sunday. Back for the for our top 5 games and who we think won E3 and certain orders and all that jump. And then after that, we'll head back to Injustice 2 and then go right into Tekken 7. So, yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.